Is sex as important to women as it is for a man? And in today's video, we're going to be addressing this question with honesty and truth because I don't feel like, women get enough space within talking about sexuality. I do feel like a lot of women in our society today are either misusing their sexuality for further gratification and validation, as well as women who are feeling suppressed within their very own sexual desires and needs. And that's why I make videos truthfully upon sexuality, to bring back the sacredness upon what has been lost in our day and age. And the answer to this question, women do find sex just as important for a man. And obviously, I can't speak for like everyone in the world, but I can say that sexuality is a part of being a healthy human being. So when that's either cut off or being misused and abused, you're not going to be a balanced individual. And this is why it's so important to gather a deeper understanding of your opposite, coming from a woman's perspective, and then also men having their own perspectives upon this, because we all have a place within addressing our very own personal needs, desires. And I do believe for a man, I think it's most likely brought up that, men are the ones with the higher sex drives. Men need to have the most sex. It's okay for men to sleep around and, that doesn't really matter because they're a man and they can. That's like in their blood. Plant your seed everywhere, basically. And I want to bring forth a deeper level of understanding for you men that women will have an increased sexual desire and find sexuality very important when a woman is actually safe and trusted within a sexual container. That container being a relationship. I think, when you're single and you're living your life and you're having the hookups and whatever, sexuality can be important because it's making you feel something that maybe you have not found within yourself. And that's that connection. I really do want to say that I believe that every single person, when it comes to finding that intimacy, because truthfully, that is a part of sex, it's intimate, but that's only like a sliver of intimacy in the very own depths of your very own personal connection you have made with yourself. And also, how comfortable are you to expose your internal states to a partner to create the intimacy, intimacy. And that is something I really want to note and preface right now, is that intimacy is seeing into someone. And I feel like when that emotional connection is not there, the desire and the importance of sexuality may not be as important. It could just be something you do for fun. And I do believe to have a well-rounded relationship, sexuality should be something that is talked about on a weekly basis. Is your partner satisfied? What's something you guys can do that's new and different? How is your sex drive now? Because people's sex drive can change depending on what phase of life that they're in. And having communication a part of your dynamic with talking about sex can bring forth that deeper understanding both men and women are desiring at some point. Because I feel like hookups can only get you so far until you realize that the sexual encounters are really just taking away from your life rather than adding. And that's the importance of, I feel like, what sex means to a woman. It's the importance of having a man and surrendering to that man and using it as a way and a vessel, really, to get to understand and to create that intimate bond women seek and crave within having a partnership. And sex is really important for women. I think women have sex for a multitude of reasons. I believe a man's is quite simple. It's either to have some pleasure, have some fun, connect, of course, and maybe to be seen and validated. And I think that's very normal. It's not bad things. For a woman, there can be a deeper underlying layer to why she is even wanting to have sex in the first place. Whether it be that she's seeking the validation, she wants to feel desired and chosen by a man. A lot of women have sex to get back at people. It's sad, but people do. And to have fun, I mean, that's a part of this culture, you guys, is like sex equates to fun. But honestly, I really don't buy it. Personally, I don't believe getting naked in front of strangers is a fun thing to do. But to each their own. For some people it is, and I'm not here to judge, but I am here to say that yes, sex is important to women. Women desire sex because it makes her feel desired in life and desired by the men around her. And this can boost her within her own self-esteem. But I do believe for a woman that Every single woman is different. And I think the women in your life that you've experienced that maybe don't have high sex drives, ask her about her past. Ask her about how she views sex. Ask her her very own sexual desires. Is she being satisfied or not? And learning how to actually become curious about your partner can allow her to kind of tell you the truth. Giving a woman the opportunity to discuss her very own sexual needs in a safe space really allow you guys to prioritize your sex. Because I think sexuality, like I said, is a part of being a healthy human being. And also, you can overuse it and you can abuse it, or you can allow it to align you to your center. Sexuality is something that energetically tunes a human being. And when you're in a romantic partnership, that is your guys' mirror into the higher vibrations you guys both have and can activate within one another when you step into intentional sexuality. For you and your partner, or you and the people that you want to have sex with, why is sex important to them? I think that's a question that you should feel comfortable asking. Or even, how important is sex in your life? And this is something that no answer is a bad answer. Everyone's different. Everyone's authentic. And I think bringing forth these, real conversations before you just jump in the bedroom with someone, I think is really important. I think it gives you guys the space and the grace to have sex in a way that's playful and that isn't coming from either wounding, something that is needing to be filled by another person, but is something that has no bounds. The limitations aren't there because you're fully present within that dynamic. And that's important, to allow yourself the presence to enjoy time stopping. For a lot of people, sex is a great pause. It's a pause within the space you and another person create out of true intentionality of why you're there in the first place. Why sex is just as important for a woman as it is for a man is because it gives her the grace and the space to be fully embraced within her animalistic nature. I feel like we all have a wild side. We all have like that inner animal within us. Play is healing. And I feel like when that's not a part of sexuality and a part of your sexual relationship, it's almost going to feel like a chore, or it's going to feel like something you're obligated to do. So reviewing how you view sex and how important sex is to you can really reveal the definitions that may be allowing your partner not to find it important. If it's coming on as a chore or something that you feel like she's obligated to do, make it fun. Bring some play into it. Honor each other within the space and where you're at now in your sexual journeys. We're all evolving, and we can all evolve sexually. And within our evolution to evolve sexually, we're actually evolving our very own creative potential to step into. Because you can't separate creation from sexuality. It's the same energy stream. And that's why it's important, because we're here to create, we're here to evolve, and we're here to enjoy the pleasures of life. But when the pleasure of life is limiting us to create the fullest capacity of our joy, that's where you want to review. Take what resonated in this video, because we all have free will, and sexuality is something that should be a part of your overall health. So I hope this video could, give you guys some deeper insights and assist you along your very own sexual journeys, whether it be you as an individual, a relationship, or romantic partners. So if you guys liked today's video, give it a like, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.